up. Yeah, we back. We back. It's good. All right, we good. We good, people. We good, people. Give me some fire emojis if we good in the building. All right, all right. I apologize. I had a crazy connection. We good. We back. We back. Thank you. Thank you. Apologize. Yeah, gotta get. All right, H2 back. All right, we back. We back. We back. We back. All right. I just accepted your request. Yeah, 100 now. We good. All right, let's get H2 back. All right. Come on. Just accepted your request. I'm just waiting for it to load up. Everything 100. Everything righteous this time around. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Come on. All right, just trying to get H back up. Yeah, I'm sending it right now. I'm sending it right now. I just sent it. All right.
All right, we good.
You
We live.
good? You can see me
Now you
clear? Now I
good.
can't.
Yeah.
You good? All right. Yeah, so
All right, let me share
like you were saying, as far as like you said, there's a lot of red tape, yellow tape, and all of that with
So
the
it's a lot
education part.
of red tape, yellow tape when it comes down now to high school athletes because they're so like when you're getting like NBA teams involved. Like,
Yeah.
usually we'll have the New York Knicks and stuff like that come out. The Knicks have to come out. Like even now they gotta come out on a middle school day on the 29th.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's trickling down, and these guys are getting paid and stuff now. Like these players and stuff. It's a crazy situation now. It's a lot different than it was in years past. So now that people are getting paid, these NIL deals, high school students can get paid. The NBA has to kind of be a little wary. They're a little wary of what they can do and what they can't do.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's you know I always have to like recreate um what we can do even on our end. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like it's always like we got to figure it out. You think you have something figured out, and then you kind of do some things, and then it's not figured out, right? Because it's always changing. Things are always changing.
Yeah. That's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. How does that affect what you do? Because you bring that you say you always have to reinvent and be creative, and because you think, like you said, things are changing, and things as these things trickle down to high school and elementary. How does that affect what you do with your organization and with your relationship with other athletes coming up?
For me personally, I'm always thinking of ways to be different and be better anyway, right? So, um, I never want to do the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? I never want to do the exact same thing. I always want to see how I can be innovative and creative in that space, if that makes sense. So like, um, like even with this game, you'll see some new nuances that we never had, some new like even promotional stuff, banners, this, that, like just different stuff, I'm surprised. I'm very excited for what you guys will see when you come out this year as well. Even changing it from last year, we had a junior varsity day and we had a
Mm-hmm.
varsity day. This year, we're doing
Mm.
all varsity. So it's all varsity basketball, boys
Wow.
basketball games. So even then, like if I get to your school, you're the coach of the varsity team.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to say, "Hey, coach, um, who's your JV coach? Put me in touch with them." Now I got both of y'all,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I got two teams at one school. Now that I did all varsity, I have to double that. So I got to get you, and then I got to get that coach over there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So takes a little bit longer because you have to get them all. But we got them. 32. It's hard to get 32 people somewhere.
Yeah,
Let
you
alone
got 32 teams. Is crazy.
right.
And what's the day span? I know it's like a few days, and
So
how does that break down?
it's a long day. So these are more like they're not like win and go to the next round, right?
Yeah.
This is just more of a showcase game, right? You're playing against a team that you probably normally wouldn't play against,
Hmm.
right? Like I got teams from Queens playing against Bronx teams, Queen team from what I mean, and we're
Yeah.
kind of doing that. We just added
Mix it up.
yeah, we mix it up. So like if you see the game schedule that we have 8 games each day, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, last game around 7 o'clock at night.
Mm.
So we're there all day, and including the middle school day, which is on the 29th. I didn't really want to do the promotion with middle school and the varsity together, so the middle school game day was like more like a speakeasy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
like but we got 16 middle schools, and
I mean,
what
but
we're
that's fire though, man. The middle school get to have that experience because it's not
doing.
only about the ball, it's the atmosphere, it's the people that get to network with and look up to and build with. So that's dope, man.
So with the middle school games is going to be like the middle school is a tournament. It's
Mm.
16, Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four, championship. So you keep winning, you keep going. Same day.
That's dope.
So
And that's you gotta be built for stamina. That's ball. Oh,
100%.
ball.
So
That's that real ball right there.
yeah,
Oh, it's good old days right
yeah,
there.
yeah. So they're gonna play. So we got 2 courts going on at once.
Mm.
Elite Eight, Final Four, championship. And then what we just added was Lou High's JV team is going to play St. John's Prep JV team. So all my vision, see how I'm always thinking about stuff. My vision is to have these middle schoolers watching the JV play as one school,
Mm.
and then the
Mm.
JV as the big finale for middle school day, which is on the 29th. So St. John's Prep JV will play Lou High's JV, and all the middle schools. I hope that they all stay and watch that game,
That's
and
fire.
that'll be dope.
Gotta be that's super
Yeah.
fire. That's super fire. All that in 1 2 days is ill.
Three,
It's dope because like the homie shout out to Cracked Halo, he just gave you a shout out. Like
man,
the thing that the thing that you do for the community and bringing this together is beyond what words can express. Because it's just not like it's the ball is the example you're setting. And for the young ones, not just not just athlete wise, just as an individual, as a human being, as someone leaving his footprint in the world, and, for something for humanity to look back on. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's a salute to you, man. And we appreciate what you continue to do. But talk about you know what else you got going on. How can people get involved? Um, and even if it's parents watching, how can they get their kids involved as far as um being a part of your tournaments, your practice sessions, your workout sessions? How can people get involved without just donating and get their kids involved as well?
So just tap in with us. We have a newsletter, right? We have that goes out. So if you want some information, you can hit up info@ballinforpeace.org or go to our website, ballinforpeace.org. Sign up for our programs. We do a lot of in-school programs as well. We're trying to get more
Mhm.
schools that we actually do some after-school work in and things of that nature. Creating a Ballin' for Peace travel team as well too. That's in the works.
So
That's something that I was doing before. I was doing it as H2O, which is my name, H2O Basketball.
mhm.
We was doing that a lot before COVID, but I kind of like went more into the referee field for myself personally. Now
Yeah.
I'm like a college referee. I do a lot of high school games and pro games and stuff, and still playing in a couple of leagues and stuff like
Mm.
that. Still, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's supposed to be a no-no to once you ref to not play anymore, but you know, at the end of the day, there'll be a day where I can't physically play anymore. So like, I
Yeah.
just kind of do it until I can't, you know, and I
Yeah.
don't play as much. If I got a referee game, I'm gonna make that money than other than, you know, than play. But you know, but it's still a love and a passion of mine. But how parents can get involved, just reach out, tap in with me. I do private training sessions as well too, and we can do some group sessions. I'll even travel. I go to like Connecticut and stuff like
Mm.
that with groups of 10, stuff like that. But you know, I still do it, but I want to do more of it as well too. So and I get other people involved now that I don't have as much time.
Yeah.
So we can do these training sessions. But some people like, no, I want H2O to do it and everything. You know, you know, we got to kind of make it make sense, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lovely thing, man. We've been pushing, grinding, having ESPN. ESPN will be out there again this year.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
You've been making your round. You in a new, you know, WPIX 11, like you said, ESPN
Yeah, yeah.
you're like it's like you PAL and FYA times 20. You know, because
No, because
try
I've
to
seen those things and I've seen what they lacked and I've seen how I can make those things better.
hmm
You know, my thing is having access. A lot of those people, they have access to buildings, they have
Yeah.
access, the financial support and the backing that they have. Like when you're someone really doing it for the heart and soul, it gets tough sometimes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because you really pouring into it. Like sometimes you'll give the shirt off your back, you give the last that you have, and it's good, you know. But to really have that impact that you need these things, the right things. You
hmm
need finance. You need connections. You need
Yeah.
to
You're
learn. You
absolutely
need
right.
to be doing your homework. You need to see other people fail so that you don't do those same things, you know? So,
hmm
um, and then you also need to see people win. You need
Yeah.
to see people
Yeah.
win and be like, okay, that was
This
cool.
is and it helps you to like, oh, this is working. And this is all right. People are seeing the results with what I'm doing.
100%, 100%. And, you know, and then you do it your way. And like when I go to a Knick game or I go to an NBA game or something, or even a college game, whatever. When I'm going to these places, I'm looking at, okay, all right, they did that. I like that. Like, you know, it's hard to go out with me sometimes because I'm always in
You
business mode. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always thinking, like, even when I'm at, oh, this is bartender, okay, all right, cool. Like, you know, that's dope. You know, I also do like music, events, concerts, and things of that nature. Um, you know, last concert I did was at SOB's, and I had
I
my boy
see. It
grab. Yeah,
was you had the whole rock there. You had
yeah,
the
yeah.
rock reunion in the building,
It
man.
was
It was
crazy.
crazy.
It was
Shout out to homie Johnny Floss, man. I see he in Paris right now, you know, doing what he do, but I saw him tearing the stage up at your
yeah.
events, man. I shout out to you know what I mean. I seen you out there. I didn't even know
Oh,
you did that. I didn't even know you was involved like
oh,
that. I said, yeah, boy,
yeah,
A2
man,
is not
I
playing.
coordinated I put the whole thing. I
Yeah, I
coordinated,
seen that. I was like,
like
oh, H2
you.
is doing he do everything.
It's a lot when sometimes you play the background and you play the back. Like I'm not a rapper, so I don't
Yeah,
need to be in front and center when it's my guy's turn, when it's Graf's turn, because
yeah,
Graf is the rapper, right? My
yeah.
thing is, make sure you got the people, make sure the money right, make sure we get into the doors connect
Mm-hmm.
together, make sure like we got the media there, we got the, you know what I'm saying? Make sure
Cross some
people
T's
who
and
got
dot
it.
the I's.
So 100%. So I could be the chief, and I'm always a chief, but sometimes you gotta be an Indian as well too. You know what I'm saying? A
hmm
lot of people don't understand that. You know, I played both roles. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
And
that's the key to a team, knowing your role and when to play it.
100%.
You know, sometimes you gotta be cuckoo sometimes
Yeah,
just to get the win.
100%. And a lot of people, they want to be in the front of the camera all the time. Sometimes people, like to your point, you said, y'all didn't know you was involved. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? Like you said, I didn't even know you was involved. At the end of the day, like I like that because I don't need to be in all in the camera.
hmm
Like even now, I don't do a lot of. I'll go on podcasts, but me I'll sit here and I'll talk to you. But for me to be on camera and be like, yo, I don't really like that. I still to this day, I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? I know if I did more of it, it would be great. You might get the car chronicles when I'm driving my car and I'm driving a couple hours, something like that. I'll go and listen to some R&B or something like that. I might pop on,
Hmm.
and get a story. Get a story or something like that. But honestly, I'd rather do this where we have dialogue. I'm back and forth. Like this is a conversation. Even
Yeah.
this is not in person, but we made it, normal to talk like this now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
after COVID, this is more prominent than ever before. You know what I
This
mean?
is true. And you're not a person. It's not about the perception for you. It's about the results. It's not about. I mean, because anybody could go on camera or go on any platform and talk about, oh yeah, we doing this, we doing da 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 da. But if
It's
you're not
it's
doing
it's
it, you know what I'm saying? Doing
it's
it, just
hard.
do it.
It's hard for me to go on camera by myself to talk about myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to go on camera by myself to talk about myself. Like,
I feel you.
without somebody asking questions. It's like, yo, bro, like, but we've been so trained to kind of do this,
Hmm.
like by
Yeah.
ourselves, it sets you up to be in a lonely place. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't think that
Good
you
point.
need the human aspect of conversation with somebody and talking to somebody and kind of like, yo, how was your day? What are you doing? What's going on? A lot of people,
That's a that,
yeah.
that's a great point. It gives a lot of people false. They create the false reality.
Oh,
They
for
create this
sure.
whole
And
this false person.
it's just getting more and more pushed away from actual human beings talking. Like
Mhm.
all of
Where
these
where
gizmos and gadgets and all of these things, virtual reality stuff and everything like that. Nobody's actually picking up the phone and calling somebody. Like somebody text you, be like da da da. You call them, send you the voicemail. Like,
yo,
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 bro, you called, they called you, and then you hitting them back. Oh, I can't talk. Like, bruh, like, you
yo,
just called
th-
me,
and
fam.
then
Like, you know what
and
I'm
then
saying? Like,
and then they'll text you 2 paragraphs like, yo, bro, you could have said that in 2 seconds on the phone, bro. Like it's like, and what it does, it cuts off, like you said, the human aspect of life, the humanity of life, and soon we're not even gonna know how to talk to each other in person. Where in person conversation is gonna be seen like, you still do that?
you still do that is crazy, but it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, we think about us like that's crazy, but look at you don't. More to your point, we don't have to leave our crib for anything if we didn't
Not
really want to. You
for
could
that.
order food, you could order sex, you could order job, you could work from your crib, you could get money, whatever you want to do. You don't really have
So,
to leave your crib.
so I have in my place, my apartment, I have like a nice ass gym. I got a pool or this, everything,
Hmm.
right? But I still leave it because I go to Lifetime or I go somewhere because I sometimes you just got to get out of the crib. You have
Yeah,
to get
you
out.
have
You
to.
gotta like I don't want to just like you said to your point, yo, I can get anything. I can order. Like I
Hmm.
still go to the store to get my clothes. I still go to the store to try on things, and you know what I'm saying? Like
It's, it's,
people,
it's, it's just that feeling that I need to try
I
it
need
on.
to
I
be
need to feel how this
human.
feel. I need
I
to
need to be
see my
human, bro.
food. I need
Yeah.
to.
I need to go. Yo, you ordering food? Yes, I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna go and get my food.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna go and get it. It's gonna be hot and like warm. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get it right
Uh-huh.
away. Other than what I mean, that delivery guy. You don't know if he picked out a fry or something
Yo,
like that.
no, nothing.
You feel me?
It's
So
it's just crazy to think that, like you said, we're going to a place where this is normal. This is becoming too normal. Like I tell my wife a lot of time, like I like the option of these things, like like I like the option of a cell phone, but I still want to see a payphone here and there. I like the option of a
yeah,
Metro
it's
card, but I don't mind
listen,
using the token.
it's
You know
done
what I'm saying?
though.
Like I like to have the option, but don't take it away
It's
completely.
done. Metro cards,
Yeah,
like
like they trying to get away with cash. Like, oh, cool. I don't mind using my card sometimes, but just don't take away the option of cash. It's like, especially if I didn't ask for that. It's like
I
they
remember when
dictate it.
cash can make you hold on to your money a little bit more. Having it physically in your hand and having to give it here, like having to go like this and give somebody,
Count
you
it
like,
and all that. Like,
hold on, hey. When you my card, sometimes it's like, all right, cool, like, all right, here, like you know what
you
I'm saying,
just
here,
you just swiping
running it
away.
up, running it up. Now you running it up. You know what I'm saying? But when you got the hard earned cash,
Oh,
right? You just made this. Somebody paid you, and then you got to
uh-huh.
give it to somebody else.
Different.
And then you value. Now you're like, yo, was that worth that?
Ah.
Was
Now,
like, because now I can see what I'm giving them.
mm-hmm.
Was this worth that? And now it's like, all right, nah, it wasn't worth it. So now I'm gonna hold on to it. But when you got the card and you swipe in and boop, 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 the
Mm-hmm.
digital currency is a little bit different. Like it's no different than anything right now. Like what is $1 now?
Hey, what exactly? Exactly. Is what is it? Shout out Slimothy. He said you keep a bit of track of your money when it's cash. You definitely do. And to H's point, you value things. Your value it changes.
100%.
Like you said, digital cash. You don't. Let me get that. Let me get
Like
that.
even
I
with
don't.
sneakers, it's like, damn, I gotta pay two. You
Two.
take out 200, you see it in your hand, and you're like,
You see
nah,
it
fuck.
going. You're like, hold
Like I'm
on.
not.
Nah,
But on
I
my
can get
card, anything goes, bro. Like it's like,
anything.
and then
Now,
my
now
mindset too. My
think
mindset
about.
around that is
Go ahead.
like I'm gonna get it back. Like so,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it back. I'll do it. I'll make it back. I spend it. I'm gonna make it back. Like, but yeah.
Now think about with that mindset because we all think like that. I'll get it back. However, wait. But now doesn't that devalue how you value things? Because now it's if you could get if your thought is I can get it back. Now it doesn't things don't matter like they used to anymore. It's like I could just get it back because like you said to your point, if I got $300 and sneakers cost 200, I'm thinking 2 and 3 times like hold on, I could get this with that 200. I could get this one pair of sneakers. It's like
Now you're right.
is it really worth it?
And that's how I make sense or logic of what I'm about to do. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But when I have the cash in my hand, it's a little bit tougher to just give it up. You know
hmm
what I mean? But I always, wherever I'm at, always have a little cash on me, just in case a card or something don't work or some malfunction. You got to have some cash with you. You know what I mean?
You got to. I mean, because the way things are going, cash is gonna be
Obsolete, bro.
more as and I mean to the world, but now just imagine if things shut down, cash is gonna be the best king. Because if you got cash, you able to purchase things or when people are selling stuff, you're able to barter, you're able to buy. If you ain't got no cash, you kind of
So
stuck.
when Chase, something happened with Chase. I have a lot of Chase is my bank, my primary bank,
Mhm.
right? And something happened with them where you couldn't. It was some crazy thing happened, and I didn't couldn't get access to my bank account. Like it was a couple, it maybe last year, 2 years ago, I can't remember.
Uh-huh.
But something happened where it got shut down, a breach. Somebody like kind of got into the system, and that's the last thing that you need with all of this, with all of this digital things going on
Mm-hmm.
and how the currency and everything is going now. The last thing you need is your primary bank getting, some breaches and things
Uh-huh.
and stuff getting hacked and people, going up in there and taking your. Now you gotta now your whole system goes out. Now you have to like say what you had and
Uh-huh.
like they have to trust. Nah, so
It, it,
yeah, I do have a safe. I have a little. You know what I mean? You gotta keep. My grandmother always told me you gotta keep cash with you. Keep a little cash. You always keep a little cash. You know what I
Keep a
mean?
little cash. My mother said the same thing. Keep a little
Keep a
something
little.
because you never know. But let's go. Let's. I know we getting on track of basketball, but this is interesting. Let's go a little deeper. Now we thinking on this level. Think about the ones that already thought about when this goes into place. How they thinking like it's control. Because if they control it, if we don't have cash or we don't have things that's tangible and they shut things down, we have nothing to help ourselves. We don't, and if everything is technology, we don't know how to build nothing. We don't know how to, we don't know how to, what's good food, what grow nothing. We don't know how to identify plants, things that we may need if all this shuts down. So
So I
go
used to
ahead.
grow plant like I used to have a garden. My mother used to grow vegetables and tomatoes and string beans, and we used to grow our own crops. Like they're making things like that illegal now. Like you
Yeah.
can't even grow your own crops in your own backyard. So it's like, yo, how do you really come up? How do you really get up? How do you really like push the needle and go to that next level if they make it so hard for you, like even with how you get money, they
How
want
you?
to every single piece of it, like Cash App now,
Mhm.
they asking you after $600.
They want
Like they want to know about every
you.
single penny that goes into your pocket. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why when I see places that say cash only, I'm like, all right, cool. Like those are the people, those are the cool people, right? Because they get it. They understand that they not letting nobody know what exactly they got. You know what I'm saying? But I think people need to have both measures and both metrics of a little bit of physical money and
hmm
digital currency. Um, I, there was a point in time when Bitcoin, and it keeps rising and stuff like that now, but I kind of got scared because it's like, yo, I don't have any of that, and I don't know about that shit. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't know about it. I'm not so. I don't. If we people are still contracts going on in Bitcoin and things like that, I'm like, what does this mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this
Right.
gonna be? Are they gonna just do away with cash
Like,
and then all?
is this a new wave? Is this it? You got a good point because it was scary when they first came. It's like, hold on, they're gonna just get away with everything and everything is Bitcoin. Or we can. You started seeing Bitcoin machines next to the ATM machines. It's like, hold on, what's going on?
So and then they had the crypto.com arena, the crypto arena for LA. They changed it from Staples Center to the crypto.com. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's a coin, right?
hmm
That's so it's like, yo, it's really happening. But
Yeah.
I'm I'm kind of intrigued to see how things will be in the next couple of years. But we have a lot of movement, and you just got to be on top of everything. You can't fall behind. You can't.
Yeah. I think you just gotta be you can't be stuck in one mentality.
Yeah.
You gotta it can't be like, oh no, that's impossible. It's like, nah, just be open to that.
Yo, is it weird? Like when you see people paying cash now, it's a little weird.
And yo, now I'm glad you said that because I've been places because I do my music and I sell my shirts, and people will be like, "Do you take cash?" And here it's like, wait, yes, I take cash, and because I tell myself like, yo, just remember, it's a different time. Cash is almost like weird. It's like, you take cash? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I take cash. Oh, sweat. Oh, I may have some. So it's like, to your point, like it's just becoming the weirdest thing to accept cash, or people saying, do you even asking if you accept cash?
Yeah.
And it's like you said, I'm intrigued to see, I'm excited and scared to see what we're gonna be at next 5 to 10 years because I'm from the old school, so it's like I'm a cash guy. Like I don't even know, I don't understand not having cash.
Yeah.
I don't it's crazy to me, but
Yeah.
that's a whole another show about
No,
cash and all of that.
100%, man. I'm
'Cause
very multi-layered, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's why I was dope when you hit me up. I was like, oh, we could chop it up again, sit and more sit down and settle, and that was dope. It's ill, and I'm glad that we could talk about a bunch of different things, not just basketball and what you got going on. I wanted to talk about because you said mention you do a lot of talk with education and
Yeah.
the education system. Because I was discussing something, I heard something called I was watching a show. I forgot. I think it's forgot the show with the neighborhood show with Cedric Entertainer, and they had something called the progressive school. And I was asking I was like, what the hell? Like, what they don't learn. I mean, they learn, but they don't grade them. They don't do this. And I was like, what? So how do they? I'm like, how do they?
How they
How do they? What's the value? But what's the value system? How they do this? But I'm coming from a school system where everything was a grade. Oh, this be this. If you don't get this grade, they put you in a certain list or a certain standard. But the more I thought about it and talked to my wife, I'm like, yo, a progressive school is kind of dope because I think we're so pressured, and our kids are so pressured and looking forward to meeting a certain standard, a goal, a grade, or if I don't have this grade, I'm not good enough. If I don't meet this certain mold that the school system has put on our kids, we're failures and things of that nature. So I bring that up to ask you, like, when you talk to these kids and when you're in schools, do you see any effect of that? Because again, if you're not the system that we grow up in, the New York City school system, or a lot of school systems, if you're not fit in a certain mold,
Yeah.
you're looked at as a failure, or they put you in special ed, or they say you're slow, and that's so unfair to our kids. So what do you see? Do you kind of see that? If you do see it, how do you address it if you have the chance?
So I try to keep it real with the kids. Like, yeah, I try to keep it real with them as much as possible. You know what I mean? I've been through
Hmm.
that journey that they was already on, that they're on
Hmm.
now, right? I've been there, done that. Like, I keep it a buck with them. I keep it real with them. I'm a PE teacher,
Oh.
so I have that. I get everybody's attention. You know, even the
Hmm.
ones who don't like, to work out and stuff like that. I make it fun for them. We do certain things, but at the end of the day, it's you got to keep it real.
Yeah.
You got to have some human aspect. It can't just be dictating, 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 because
Hmm.
people kind of like you lose people.
Yeah.
One of my biggest things that I say, like, as a PE teacher, you know, you know, I'm gonna give you things that your parents and people that your older people are wishing they had for free, because they're
Mm.
paying trainers to be in shape, and they're paying people to kind of give them personal workouts and
Mm.
trainings and different things like that. I have kids, and I have their parent. They pay me to train their kids
Mm.
and sports and to work them out so I tell them the real, like, you're here, right? You're in school and everything now, but in a few years you're gonna wish you had somebody pushing you. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
gonna wish you had somebody calling home that you didn't, you messed up or you did something like that. Because when you in that real world, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares
Yeah.
about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like,
fact.
it's like everything, but they don't know that some people rush the process. Not trust,
Hmm.
they rush the process, right? People,
Hmm.
yo, I can't wait to get 18.
Yeah.
You should
Not.
wait till you're 18, bro, because that's when, everything hits the fan. But, like, I keep it, my messages to them is a real message, always. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm always
That
giving
that
them real,
that makes sense because like you said, they rush the process. They're enjoying the
you got
process
to
and learning
enjoy it, man. Some of
from
these
the
kids,
process.
they come back like, yo, you were right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but and I love to see it. I've helped kids get into college. I've helped people get in all types of different schools,
Yeah,
Army, Navy.
I heard you're a PT. Shout out to you. I'm gonna say it because oh, my PE teachers were some of the best teachers I had. Shout out to Coach Brown from James Madison. Shout out to Coach Bramble and Coach Smitty from John Jay High School. I had all my shout out to Mr. Bradley from Marine Park Junior High. Most of my PTs through all my life was always had a jewel, a message. It always taught you about a life. It wasn't all about gymnastics, sports. They always had a life message that I
100%.
remember to this day. So shout out to you and all the PE teachers out there, man.
Yep. Mr.
For real.
Rock, Mr. Ednick, Mr. Taylor, like, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Cavallo.
They,
We remember every PE teacher because they really installed that energy and that stuff into us. You know what I mean? Like,
yo.
they were probably the realest teachers that you had. You know what I mean? A lot of the other,
Uh-huh.
they have to have a certain standard. Like, even
Mm-hmm.
me as a PE teacher, I was able to um, get approved to have an outside health agency come in and teach sex ed and different
Wow.
things like that at my school, um, because it's a little bit different than them hearing me talk up there and
Yeah.
doing the same. Like, it's like, oh yeah, like, nah, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So my resources and the things that I can do, and actually, so at the end they get certificates, they get this, like, it's super dope. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
I,
man, it's an amazing.
that,
I'm
that's
always thinking,
important too.
even at
That's
work.
important. Yeah, that's it. That's very it's very important and said like essential, especially like you said, especially with having the resources. Because a lot of us, I saw a post on this dude. He was talking about just a lot of how our grandmothers and some older they have all these resources, but they died with them.
Huh.
It's like what's the point of having it if you're not gonna pass it down or you're not gonna share with the
Ah,
next person so they can be better and they can pass it on. It's like what's the point of having it? So and to piggyback what you said with your resource, a lot of people have those resources, but they don't share them because of fear of whatever of someone who knows. It's so much. Who knows? I don't want to judge, but it is another testament to what you who you are and what you've been through and what you want to see for those coming up behind you. Because, like I said, you don't have to do this. You don't have to use your resources. You don't. No one is no one has a gun in your head. This is something you truly do from the heart, and because you want to see better for those around you. So I just want to salute to you for that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like you said, it's not easy.
Appreciate
It's not you always working, you always your mind always moving, and you point your own money, your name on the line. So you go to meetings and you getting people don't know how much times you get told no.
it.
Well, we're not doing that here.
Yeah,
You got to
all the
create.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
So
If I would have stopped when people told me no, I never would have. You never would have known who I was.
so
You know what I'm saying? Like it's people to get back to what you're saying about people and how their resources. People fear of losing a spot that's not even theirs. People
preach.
they
That's a
fear
fact.
of losing a spot that's literally not even theirs, bro. Like
Fact.
like what are you losing? None of this is yours, bro. We here all here
Mhm.
temporary. Like if people
Fact.
realize, yo, bro, every second, every hour, every minute is a blessing, then you'll start blessing,
Mhm.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like other than that, they depressing. They over here, telling people no and this, that. For what, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
fact.
but that's why I
True
always
word.
try to give opportunities. I try to help people. I try to help advance people. I try anybody. Like it don't
Hmm.
even matter. Like all the time. Like, yo, you should do this. I do this. If I can help, I will. If I can,
Hmm.
I will. And that's just how I like to do. Like doing this high school classic. There's a lot of people in positions that could have done stuff like this that don't. And
Hmm.
I ain't got time to be like, can you or pushing somebody else to do something that I can do. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm gonna do it with my resources, do the things that I gotta do, and with my own money. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
But that's where the blessing come from. That's to say God will help those that help themselves. That's where the blessing come because like it's once you jump, you're gonna get some wings. Just gotta jump. You got to jump.
yep, yeah.
Got to jump. So like you say, you just gonna do what you do and you find a way. Shout out to the Hot Rod Show. Let me just say what he put a comment. We just wanna see what he said. And those people defense, they fear being backdoored. You can help somebody and they use you as a stepping stone and cut you out now or stab you in the back. That's why people are afraid of sharing.
That's that's
I can
that's
see that
real.
perspective too. That's a true perspective. I totally agree with that as well,
You
Hot
know how
Rod. That I
many, but
You're
you know
right.
how many people that I've done put in winning positions, but when you doing that, you can't worry. Like when you giving, you can't automatically think that you're gonna receive. So when you're putting somebody in a position to win, just put them in a position to win. Whether they come back or not, then that's up to them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
real talk, real talk. I'm not gonna go and bless anybody and bless you and think that you have to come back. Now you owe me something. Nah. Stabbing in the back can only hurt to somebody that expected something. You know what I mean? If you
Hmm.
doing stuff and expecting something, then you can get stabbed in the back. Other than that, if you do something for somebody, you did that good deed. And that's it.
Mm. Yeah.
That's it. There's no stabbing in the back because nobody can stab you in the back that you're not expecting shit from. Period. The end. I don't expect any. I'm actually more surprised when people do what they say they're gonna do. If that makes sense. I'm surprised when they actually deliver on something that they
Because
promise.
you have no expectations. It's more
I
like, all
have
right,
no expectation for people. I have
it's
not
like,
zero. Like I have a group chat and all that. Whether if they send out the message, great. If they don't, I still have no expectations of them at all. Like it's a blessing if they do it. If not, it's okay.
now, Howard had a question, and we could both answer it. What are your thoughts of people trying to cut you off after you help them? My thoughts personally is, it just tells me more about the person, if anything.
Now
Like,
I
okay,
don't rock with them no
yeah,
more.
yeah, it's not like okay,
You just
and then
cutting a blessing out of your life. That's so.
uh
If
huh,
somebody cuts me out of something that I helped them do or something like, you just cutting a blessing out of their life because that could have continued
yeah,
instead of that one off. You could have been we could have been doing multiple events, multiple this, whatever it is.
Hmm.
But you just understand you caught the snake before they snaked you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you gotta look at it more like a blessing, because it's like, you thought because the person probably cut you up thinking they got something that was huge at the moment, but it's like you could have got way more stuff down the line if you just kept messing with me and not trying to snake me. Damn. All right, Hot
That
Rod,
happens
Hot
all the
Rod,
time, bro.
yeah, Hot Rod got
Hot
some.
rod, that happens literally all the time, and all you do, you see it, and then you move accordingly. That's it. Like literally, like you
Yeah,
move accordingly. Like, okay, you did that. I am never rocking with you again in life. Period. Now you are cut out of my life, which is gonna be more of a loss because let's see you keep that up now.
mm,
Now, and that contact that you say is your, we have nothing. You got to understand this. I don't put nothing past nobody.
mm,
I put nothing past nobody. I don't believe, like, it's, it's show and prove with me all the time. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Show up. Do what you said you was gonna do. If you don't, it's cool. Cause I'm already working on it anyway. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You gotta work harder and you gotta work smarter. It's okay to work hard and smart. You know what I'm saying? You don't
yeah.
have to pick one. You can continue to
And
work hard and smart and cut those people out of your life. After
yeah,
somebody does something like that to you, you no longer rock with them. Period.
you
The
got
end.
to. And if that contact was able to leave like that, that wasn't a true contact anyway. That was more better for you. It was beneficial for you because that could have happened when things were at a bigger situation, or more money on the table, or whatever the situation was. So it may not have looked at it like that at the moment, but that was a sign for you to beneficial for you, even though you may not see it at the moment, but
You won't,
it
and you won't
was.
see it at the moment because it's anger. People get upset, and I've had it happen
Facts.
to me over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yep,
That's a fact, Hot Rod. You said it right. What's meant for you is meant for you. It can't, no matter what people do, it can't stop what's meant for you.
that's a fact. 100%. So, at the end of the day, you got to keep going, keep going.
Yeah, yeah, just like Ace said, just keep going, man. And what's meant for you is meant for you, and it's more telling of who those people are. It's nothing against you. You should never, to anybody that got stabbed in the back or whatever the case may be, never blame yourself to the point where it's like you failed. Look at it like, oh, good looking, guard. Thank you. Oh my goodness. All right, I didn't see that. You gotta. It's gonna hurt depending on who that person is, but you gotta see it for the betterment, the benefit of you. Because God don't make no mistakes, and it might be your husband's wife, sister, brother. It could be anybody sometimes, but he don't make mistakes when he shows you them signs. You gotta pay attention to them.
That's a fact.
'Cause sometimes we miss them because of the relationship.
That part, that part.
For real. Again, tell us about the events, where they at, where we could, what's going on.
So,
Before I know we got sidetracked with some other thing. What
yeah,
I don't want to say sidetracked. We just
nah,
we
we
just
got
the
life
conversation the
track, like
conversation just
life, man.
just grew. It just expanded to other things because that's what happens on this show. And we just get to chopping it up, and jewels get dropped, things happen, and we just start chopping it up about a bunch of stuff.
So we got the Elite 32, sixth annual Elite NYC Elite 32 Holiday Classic. It's at Springfield Gardens High School in Queens, New York. We got 32 teams playing,
Mm,
8 games each day, starting at 10 o'clock. And then we got some of your favorites playing in that. You could go on my page, H205, or go to Ballin' for Peace page. Look at all the matchups. Shout out to ESPN that will be in the building. New York Knicks be in the building. Shout out to Capelli, Wooter, Apparel. They'll be in the building. Shout out to all our vendors that are coming
mm.
out. Um, Shout out to everybody who purchased tickets already. Right now, tickets are only $10 for this week only. They will go up after this week. Um, yeah, we might do a little Christmas special again, or maybe a Christmas Eve special. But right now, tickets are on sale. Right now, you can go cop them for only $10.
Ten
All day pass.
bucks.
Right now, tickets are only $10. All day pass to watch all 8 games. You want to come, $10, $20 for a 2 day pass. So you can't beat that. At the end of the day, don't wait to come to the door because it's gonna be more. Do not. I'm telling you again, and when you put this and you stamp and you kind of cut this out, and then we're gonna re-message this. Do
Yeah.
not wait to get your tickets the day of. That's not gonna be a
Don't
good
text
idea.
him the day of
Yeah,
talking about I'm at the door.
I
Nah.
don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walk in and pay. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, but no, at the end of the day, come get your ticket. This is a special in itself. It's only $10, man. $20 for 2-day pass. Come get your tickets now. We already sold 50 tickets, which is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty. What would Trump say is pretty good.
Pretty
It's pretty good.
good. December 26th and
No,
27th.
no, sorry, 27th and 28th, right? Sorry.
27th, 28th. My
December
bad. 27th, 28th. 2 days. $10. $20 for 2 days.
Yeah,
Hit up at
crazy.
Bowling for Peace at H2O. Hit him
Yep.
up.
And
You know
then
what we do?
we got the middle school, Elite 32 middle school, 16 teams playing on the 29th. That's like a tournament, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, Championship. And then we have St. John's Prep playing against Blue Highs, JV, on the 29th as well, too. So that's going to be a jam-packed day as well, too. Going to be super dope. Every day is starting at 10 a.m. So you can be like, okay, what day, what time? December 27th,
10
28th,
a.m.
29th, 10 a.m. starting. I want everybody to come out, have fun, support some black businesses that will be out there selling their food and
Don't
selling their merch.
don't ask for no discounts.
Oh nah, yeah, no
Black vendors don't mean discounts. Stop. No, come ready to pay full price tax if needed.
black companies don't mean free companies. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Come ready to spend your money like you do at the Gucci and all these other Balenci, whatever the hell these people named it.
All of those spots, man, just come out, have a good time. We there, Elite 32, Holiday Classic, Ballin' for Peace, Year 6. We here. Catch me on Pix 11. I'll be on the morning news
When?
on
When?
December 23rd at the 8:30 segment in the morning. 8:30,
December 23rd, 8:30 segment.
Pix 11.
Channel 11 News. That's lit right there.
Yeah.
It's moving. It's moving. It's moving.
Yeah.
Follow at Bowling for Peace at H205. Shout
Yeah.
out to everybody in the
Yes.
building. Once again, shout out to you for
Appreciate it.
what you do in the community, what you do with the basketball, the platform, all over, the traveling team, what you did, your training, your PE, everything, man. For real, bro. For real. Not. But I know we joking, but for real, is a lot. A lot of people like you that don't get the recognition because again, they're not walking around being filmed all day on platforms talking about, yo, look at me, I'm doing this for my people. So keep doing what you're doing, and I salute to you and much success to you. And I was telling my wife the other day, we was like, yeah, we gotta go to a game next time we in New York and we got time for me and my 6-year-old. I want to try to get my 18-year-old. We all have make it a family thing and come out and just support what you're doing because I want them to see the environment. It's the environment of people giving back, people just uniting, and us black people doing what we're doing through basketball. Because I grew up on basketball, so I just want to show my sons that, yo, you whatever you can do, it don't gotta be, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be whatever you can do it. It's possible, man. Whatever you can think of, whether it's giving back, any way. Look at the brother right here. He look just like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute to you. I know sometimes I get long winded when I'm real passionate about what I talk about, but for
Yeah.
real, salute. Keep doing what you do, bro, because it ain't too much of us doing it like what you're doing, and with no hand looking for a hand back. Like, yo, don't look, I'm doing this over here. So salute to you, man. For
But
real, keep doing what you do, man.
and I appreciate that, brother. Real talk. We give people the options too. Like you go to the website, you go to ballandforpeace.org, the first page, it's a donation link. We don't tell you what to put, but you can put something in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end
Yeah,
of the day, just know that it's going towards a good cause. We also giving out scholarship. I forgot to mention. Shout out to my guy. Last year we had
hey, talk about
Slam,
it.
Slam magazine, and we had Owen, which is a plant-based protein shake that John
Hmm.
Hart endorsed from the New York Knicks, and
Okay.
Justin Timberlake, which is two different spectrums of people, but they're both
Yes.
endorsed by Owen, and they both gave us scholarships. Slam gave us a
Go.
scholarship, and Owen gave us a scholarship last year. This scholarship this year was put up by my guy who I refereed with. And I only refereed with him a couple times. His name is Ken Lee. His
Shout out to
his
Ken.
his wife had passed away, and he started a foundation for her. And he gives, about a couple of thousand to different organizations. And he gave me a call. He told me, "Yo, I want to support Balling for Peace." Random.
Wow.
So you never
Wow.
know the impact that you have on people. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, you know. So every day you're auditioning, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't even know
It's
about
a
it.
fact. It's a fact.
You're auditioning and just being yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people gravitate to it, and then you got some people who will just dislike you for being you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some people love me, some people dislike, and it's like, yo, why? How you dislike me? Like what? And then you find yourself, what I do to you?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. But that's just
Mm-hmm.
people's perspective and how they think and how they. Some people are mad at. They could be mad at me for trying. They
Mm-hmm.
could be mad at me
Fact.
for smiling. They could be mad at me for, not letting life get to me and
Mm-hmm.
getting up, going, because they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But whether they mad at you or not, it's not your problem. At the end of the day, you got to keep going and keep glowing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ken Lee. You know what I'm saying, for being the sponsor for this year's Balling for Peace, holiday classic scholarship. And yeah, we hope to have, once we pick out the lucky uh, kid who will be getting that award this year, that's going to be a blessing as well. We want to continue to help in all metrics and aspects that we can. And
Mm.
move forward the way we moving forward, but that's always a forward movement, no backwards movement. You know what I mean?
Yo, like you said, tap in with the brother. Matter of fact, I want to end it. Whoever wins that scholarship, let me know what size they wear. I got a hoodie, sweatshirt, some merchandise for them. Whatever size they wear, whoever wins it, just keep me in the loop with that one. Whoever gets chosen, I got some merchandise for them. Some Right Your Own History merchandise for them. So
All right,
we'll,
cool.
we'll, we'll do that way. So again, man, thank you again for taking the time out, blessing us with your presence, and giving us your time on this platform and dropping some more jewels and letting people know what you got going on and how they can get in touch with you.
Yes,
I appreciate you, brother. Again, have a good night
yes,
and
sir.
continue to write your own history, brother. You already know what it is, man. We're going to definitely keep in touch, brother.
My brother, appreciate you. Y'all have a good night.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you. Oh, man. Shout out to boy H, man. Another good show. Shout out everybody that was tuned in. I appreciate y'all for those that commented, shared the video. Hot Rod Show, Sun Thorough, Slim, let me see, I don't want to mess up nobody's name. What's homie name? Daddy O, City the Great, Slimothy, Miss TTG. Shout out everybody, my man, Young Marvin Gaye. Shout out to Toph Harv, Keela, everybody that tuned in, shared the video, commented. I appreciate y'all. You know my motto, man, write your own history or someone will write it for you. It's impossible to think an impossible thought. Stay blessed, stay productive, stay righteous. It's your boy. It's only